Good morning, everyone. It's Mike and his Roosters. It is Thursday, the 16th of January 2020. This is just a quick outlook for today. I'll just do a summary of what happened last night after the video I sent you yesterday. What we need to look at is gold US dollar first. So what I will do is just focus in on gold US dollar. The candle we were looking at last night, I'll zoom in, was this candle here. And at the time, I had drawn a resistance. So you can see here, this trend line had become a resistance. There was 1, 2, 3, then it dropped, then 4. So I was just testing to see, is this going to become a strong resistance, and will price start to head down to a resistant trend line I drew here? And what you see happened is price did test. It went through the 8, it went through the 20, and it rejected it. And then it had another attempt, and it rejected it. And it started going up a little bit higher. You can see this is live charts. You can see it's climbing towards the 50 moving average here. So what was causing this uncertainty? What was causing not just price rejection here? Obviously, gold has continued to go up slightly, but it's not in big pips. It's a little with uncertainty. It is to do with US dollar JPY. I'll just zoom in here. And what we're seeing on exactly the same chart, 4-hour chart, is prices in between the 8 and the 20. And you're going to see this very often. You're going to see that price will end up going in between price moving averages. Then it creates dojos. So uncertainty, doesn't know whether to go higher or not. And why is price uncertain here? If you recall, on the monthly chart, it hit the 20 moving average. So because it hit the 20 moving average, there was a little bit of uncertainty. You can see the 50s moving down to the 20 there. If we look on the weekly chart, it's obviously gone through the 200, which was very positive. So we've got one more day to go. So on that one more day to go, are we going to see price on US dollar JPY spike by the end of this week through the 150? If we do, that's a great opportunity for gold to go up next week. But if it closes above the 150, then gold will go down. So this is going to be interesting to see over this next day or two what's going to happen with US dollar JPY. So let's just look on the 4-hour chart to see what we need to be looking at today. What we need to be looking at today is price going to close above these shadows? So you can see here, price was a support. So support once, twice, 3, 4, then decided to go down. Then the 200 moving average became a support. A little bit of uncertainty here in between the 8 and the 20. Now it's climbing up. So we need to see price be above this resistance. If price does break above that resistance, then we're looking at it's going to go for this resistance. So you can see this resistance, 1, 2, 3, 4, then started coming down. So will it go up to this resistance again and test it again, then go higher, go for the Bollinger Band, or is it going to come down and spike the Bollinger Band down here? So that's going to be interesting. We do know if price rejects the 20 and starts to come down to here, gold's going to go up. If price starts to go up and test these resistances, gold's going to go down. So this is why at this moment in time I'm keeping out the market. It's too small pips for me. I prefer to be longer so I don't have to watch the charts or be sat on the charts. I have other things to do today, so I haven't got time to be watching them all day. Yes, I could set my take profit for small pips. That is an option. But the gamble here is on the 4-hour chart, is price going to go through the 50 and spike through the Bollinger Band? If price closes above the 50, or it might just go straight through the Bollinger Band, I'll be looking for bear rejections. So I'll be looking for bear rejection candles. What I would be also doing is looking to see where does the strong kind of support resistance line, where does it become? So here you've still got 1 touch, 2 touch, now 3, it touches it. Is this going to be 4? 4, then it goes down, or 4, and it goes higher, breaks through, goes through the Bollinger Band. So this is what I'm looking, this is how I'm assessing it for today. As you know, I like to cherry pick. I like to go in when I can get high pips and I don't have to look at the charts all the time. Let's just see what happens during the day. I'll keep you posted if I do decide to take any trades or if anything jumps out at me. But that's what I'm looking at on the charts today. And if price does go up, we also need to be conscious of this support here. So you can see here it was a support, then it became a resistance, then a support. It broke through the support, became a resistance, and it dropped. So that could coincide with seeing bear candles here. So we could see it spike in a shadow. I'll definitely go in the market. Then I know it'll be heading down to round about here. So an interesting day's trading. I'm taking my time today. But what it does highlight is something that I mentioned at the very beginning when I first met you all. And Carl, he has the same kind of thought process as me. And that is we all kind of have our own pairs we want to specialize in. And then we can give each other signals. And if we give each other signals, it means we can trade more during the day. Your brain may be faster than mine because you're younger. You may be able to look at many charts very quickly and just quickly spot all of the different opportunities. For me personally, I like to just focus on one chart and just slow trading, not sitting at the charts all day and just taking the opportunities as when I get excited. But as a group and a community, it may be worthwhile having us all focusing on different pairs and giving each other signals. So that means we can take more opportunities to make more profit in different pairs. And obviously we need to be looking at taking our profits cautiously, not being too greedy, so we are in cash most of the time. So remember, as I'm sure you haven't forgotten, cash is king. So I'm going to draw this video to a conclusion now. This is something Carl and I spoke about. I understand he's kind of leading your group. We'll talk about it again in the future. And this is another importance why it is going to be very good to grow our group. If we can grow our group, that means we have more people within our community doing exactly the same as what we're doing. So we can all be giving each other opportunities all of the time. And I'll just finish on this last note. You can see that on the 4-hour chart, price has not went through on the commodity channel index the 100. And also on the US dollar JPY, it hasn't actually went down to below the -100. So it could be we will see US dollar JPY going down a little bit to breach the minus on the 4-hour chart, then seeing gold go up to breach the 100. That's what I'll be watching out for. You have a great day. I'll send you another video later. Look forward to catching you then. Bye for now.